Hi everybody, Sadibodadi, welcome to my channel. Ntando Mdletshe, and on this channel siyasibuke ama-reality shows ethu ala eMzansi bese sizala sokhuluma ngawo lama shows. Siyaphinda ke futhi sikhulume ngama-celebrities kanye nama-YouTubers ethu ala eMzansi. If it's your first time joining me today and you think you might like my content, please press the subscribe button and the notification bell la ngezansi. Today, you guys, before I do the full review of Ntando December, I want to talk about this one issue that really was revealing. This was from this was the finale, you guys. This was the finale. They didn't write it on the title of the episode, but I'm guessing it's a finale. We finally got to see Umembeso Makhumalo. What a beautiful event that we got to see. We will talk about it in details in the full review. But towards the end of this episode, you guys, what a reveal that we got from the diary session Makhumalo kanye noBaba Mseleku, and also on the speech that uBaba Mseleku did kuMembeso, okay? A while ago, I did a video that seemed to got a few people upset when I was talking about uBaba Mseleku and saying that nginokusola ukuthi sometimes akekho as rich as people think he is, okay? And you know, people were like, vele, you know, when a black person is doing well, there's always questions on whether they are rich or not or whatever. But I just was thinking that, I'm not saying that he does not have money at all, but I feel like we think that he's like that rich and he might not be. And I feel like in the recent years, for me, I have felt like he uses his wives a lot to make money for the family. And I do feel like the lifestyle of the family has been maintained because of the contribution of the wives financially. Of course, people would disagree and say, no, Baba Mseleku does have money. And one viewer even said that, no, Baba Mseleku does have money. He's just a modest person. Because I was saying that, you know, we have seen how rich husbands on Real Housewives are. Like, I was talking about Vivian Reddy, and I was like, those are rich people. Mseleku is not that rich. And someone said, no, he is rich. He just likes to live a modest life. That's why he's still Mzumbe and all of that. Of course, you guys, it's just discussions that we have based on what we've seen on TV. I might be wrong in saying that I think he might not have as much money as people think he does, and or the other person that says that no, he does, they might be wrong, because we all base it on what we see and how we interpret the information that we see on these episodes, okay? I do feel like there's a lot of indication that as much as they are living an okay, you know, it's a comfortable life financially. It doesn't look like baswele akuwona umndeni oswele, but it's not like imali iyachichima. It doesn't look that way. I think some of the indicators is the fact yokuthi umayeni has worked for government and has maintained that job. It's a 9 to 5 job, besides the businesses that she has started after they have been on the show, because obviously the show comes with certain opportunities for the wives. I actually think that the show has come with more opportunities for the wives, even more than it has for him. And also Umangwabe has he's a nurse, insisted and pursued the cause so that she could finish her studies, because she is determined to still work as a nurse. And also she has a business, Emaqaqa, which I assume is doing well right now, but she still does keep that 9 to 5. I feel like those things sort of, for me, indicate that they do feel like the salaries that they are getting from those jobs are needed in the household. Because if imali beyiningi in such a way ukuthi iyachichima kwaMseleku, they wouldn't feel like they need to keep those jobs. Maybe they would just feel like, okay, they've got these businesses now, they can resign from their jobs and, you know, just focus on their businesses, because you know, the head of the household is making so much money, they're making money too. You know, the fact that they are still keeping those jobs, it makes me feel like those the money, the salaries from those jobs are needed in that household, you guys. So, what happened in tonight's episode is that Ubaba Mselegu said in the speech, which I think he spoke too much, he said too much, basically. And then once you say it on the show, they will ask you about it in the diary session, then you have to explain, you have to expand and make people understand, clarify it. He says in the speech that Makhumalo is one of his wives, Ohloniphayo, she's very respectful and she works very hard. And I think we agree on that. We have seen that Makhumalo, she works hard, you guys. I think out of everybody, we've seen her. She does the radio show. She did the Real Housewives of Durban. She does the public speaking. I'm sure she's got other businesses that she does that we know nothing about. And she also is, I think when you look at her Instagram, it looks like she's got some brand deals. Okay, she's got some clothes that she models. Sometimes she does something with Samsung, so it looks like she has a lot of brand deals, you guys. So Makhumalo is making a lot of money. And in the entertainment sector, I would say maybe she is one of the wives that is making more than the other wives, you know. And so Mselegu says kwi-speech sakhe, he knows Makhumalo's payday, and on Makhumalo's payday, he does ask her for money. So we are kangeza. He said that Zulu kangeza from Makhumalo. Okay, you guys. Normally, okay, that normally guys in a household, wife and husband, and if both of you are working, two-income household, of course, niyabalancisana, okay, because that's what they said, ukuthi bayabalancisana. I think most household guys siyabalancisana. You know, there are things that you take care of as a wife, there's things that the husband take care of, because if you want to live a certain lifestyle in your family, sometimes, you know, you have to, if you are a wife that says my income is not gonna go towards your household, I don't know what you do with it as a wife. So it's not a strange thing that as a wife and a husband, they would decide that bazo balancisana. You know, when the wife gets paid, there's things that there's bills that get paid. When the husband gets paid, there's bills that get paid. But obviously, you guys, if it's a man that has presented this picture of having millions and getting millions and making millions, it is a little bit surprising that we are kangeza kuMakhumalo, like, you know, because you would think that if he's that rich, he doesn't even know how much Makhumalo makes, you know, when Makhumalo gets paid. But he knows that payday, because maybe when that payday comes, he is in desperate need of money by that time. Okay, Makhumalo doesn't deny it in the diary session, because I do think Makhumalo tries to be honest in the diary session. So he says, listen, of course, he's my husband, siyabalancisana. So if he needs to balance kulaba abanye amakhosikazi, which is what surprised me, I do give him, you know, imali if he corner to go balance, because I'm helping him in helping the other households. I am helping him. So basically, Makhumalo gives her own money, her own income, money from her own salary, from her bank account, to her husband to help with the other households. If you think about it, guys, out of all of the wives, Kamselegu, the wife that we are never really clear about how she makes money, if she makes any, is uMaCele. Besides the show, I'm not clear what uMaCele does, you know. Sometimes she'll talk about a business idea or whatever, and then you remember she did the business of umasingcwabisane othile last season. I don't know what happened to that. You know, remember her wearing a uniform, blue and navy uniform, going to the to the parlor last season, and then we never saw anything of it. If there's any wife that I'm not clear how she makes money, if she contributes to her own household, besides household, I'm a household, is uMaCele. So for me, watching the show, I feel like it's unlikely that he would give money to Mselegu to help Kamayeni, to help Kamangwabe. It's likely that she helps Mselegu to help a household yaKaMaCele, which would explain maybe why uMakhumalo felt like Umacele owed her something when it comes to her inviting her to umembeso wakhe. It's like, girl, like, I have supported you so much. I've even given my own money to take care of your own household, you guys. Because there's a lot of cost in running this household. I remember Ubaba Mselegu talking about spending between 30 and 50,000 a month on groceries. Remember, there's still clothes, there's still water and ugesi, there's still school fees. Some of the kids are now in tertiary. The fees there, you know how it's like. So you can imagine what he's being pulled in all directions. So I mean, his businesses will have to do really well if he is able to take care of all of the households himself. But tonight we did find out that the wives are helping him, especially Makhumalo. I don't know, you guys, if there's ever a time when if Umangwabe would even do that. If Umangwabe would even do that. But there is a possibility. If Makhumalo is doing it, maybe Mangwabe also does it. Maybe Mayeni also does it. I doubt it, though. I think they are more about themselves. But, guys, I don't know if I could ever give my money to a man so that a man can take care of his other household. Like, I don't know if I could do it. The sacrifices that Makhumalo has done for the Mselegu family, when she was so happy tonight, she should have been, because she has sacrificed. You know, it's like the only thing she didn't sacrifice is her soul. She almost sold her soul just for Umendo Wagamselegu. So, yeah, you guys. So, if you were still that person that thinks Ubaba Mselegu has so much money that he is able to take care of everybody, they don't have to use their money on anything because Ubaba Mselegu takes care of everything, you are wrong. Those wives need to work. That's why they work, because they need to work. Those wives need to do well in those businesses because that money is needed in those businesses. And yeah, you guys. Also, those who are watching Sister Wives will know what the biggest thing with Ukodi is like indoda yase American njengoba Mselegu, but now the wives are leaving him. One of the things that people are discovering now is that actually he took Isthembu Ukodi for financial reasons. It made financial sense for him, because if you've got 4 wives that are working, some have businesses here and there, you are able to maintain it through the wives. Like, it's almost like it looks like you have a lot of money because you are maintaining this household, but it's like you take money from one household and put it in another, and take it from this household and put it in another, and then and like that. So it has Isthembu, it has financial benefits to a man, and people don't realize it because behind the scenes only the wives know that some of their money is being used to maintain Isthembu. So it always looked like a man is rich and they're building these houses and they're doing these things, they're buying cars and all of that, but they don't know that some of that money that is being used on all of those things is money that comes from the wives. And today I think they made that confession. I don't think that it was intentional, but I think they had to. I mean, once they spoke about it with function, they had to just reveal it in the diary session. Guys, listen, I know people are going to have different opinions about this, but I want to hear about it in the comment section. Tell me what you think about this in the comment section. Was it a reveal for you as it was for me? In Ubaba Mselegu actually takes money from his wives to run the other households. And also, please like the video before Pumegiona, share it with your friends, with your family, and even with strangers. Ntando kakhulu.